You already know what it is. It is Blu-ray collection update time. This is going to be several parts because there's well over 1,500, possibly more than 2,000 here. So let's just get it cracking. We're going to go through my entire Blu-ray collection. I'm going to give you my thoughts on all the titles. Obviously, I'm not going to film this in one long take because that'd be insane. So what I'm going to do in this one is I'm going to go through that row and that row, just those first two rows, and on we go. I do have all my titles in alphabetical order. If a movie starts with the word "the," it goes under the letter T. So if you ask me, hey, why don't I see The Accountant or something in the letter A? I have it, but it's under letter T for the. Anyway, so here we go. First off, as a bookend, I do have this Coraline Blu-ray set, which is a movie that I have yet to watch. So, Too Fast, Too Furious. I love all of the Fast and the Furiouses. Two Guns. That's a fun buddy movie. I actually wish they would do a sequel to that. 3 Days to Kill. Really, really good. Three from Hell. This is a great a follow-up to House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects. I do think that those two other movies are better, but this is still really, really good. I do recommend that. 4 film favorites, the Blades and Battles collection. This comes with Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Mortal Kombat Legacy, and the director's cut of Spawn. 4 movies I have not watched yet, although aren't they coming out with a new Mortal Kombat movie? Because if so, got to get on those. And then we have 4 film favorites. This is the Colossal Monster Collection. This comes with Jack the Giant Slayer, Cloverfield, 10,000 BC, and the original classic King Kong. I got this set for $2, and the only reason why I bought it was so I could have King Kong on Blu-ray. Jack the Giant Slayer is alright, and Cloverfield's okay. I do like 10 Cloverfield Lane a lot more, and I haven't watched 10,000 BC yet. 7 Seconds, haven't checked that one out yet. 8 Mile, one of my all-time favorite movies. I do love this one. One of the few steelbooks that I have in my collection. 10 Minutes Gone, it's a decent little action movie. 12 Rounds, this is a fun action movie. If you haven't seen that, check it out. We have 12 Rounds 2, Reloaded, and 12 Rounds 3, Lockdown. I have not watched the 2 sequels yet, although I imagine they're okay. 12 Years a Slave, this is a fantastic movie. Highly recommend that one. 13, I bought it because it's got Jason Statham. I haven't watched that one yet. 13 Going on 30, I know a lot of people like this one, but I have not watched that one yet. We have a triple feature set here of 16 Blocks, The Last Boy Scout, and Last Man Standing. 16 Blocks is decent, Last Man Standing is decent, but I love The Last Boy Scout. That is one of my all-time favorite movies. I even, for displaying purposes, I have a little shrine of it up here. I have the regular VHS plus the full-length screening VHS, the Laserdisc, and the standard DVD release. I love that movie. I really do. 16 Wishes, haven't checked that out yet. 20 Million Miles to Earth, I also haven't checked this out yet. I got this from a Dollar Tree, though, so that's pretty cool. 21 and Over, it's not bad. 21 Jump Street, and another steelbook here with 22 Jump Street. Both of those are incredibly fun. I do hope they make another one. For a while, they were talking about doing like a... where's my laptop? They were talking about doing a 23 MIB, which was going to be a crossover between Jump Street and Men in Black. But then they did Men in Black International instead. So, I don't know what's going to happen with... Both of these movies were hugely successful, so I don't understand why a third one hasn't come out yet. 28 Days Later, that's a really good movie. And the sequel, 28 Weeks Later, which I have not watched. 30 Nights of Paranormal Activity with the Devil Inside, the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. A ridiculous title and ridiculous movie, too, because it wasn't very good. 31. This is a fantastic Rob Zombie movie. It's like a literal haunted house come to life. This is a fantastic horror movie. I highly recommend that one. 42, the Jackie Robinson story. That's a good one. 50-50. This is a great movie. Highly recommend that one as well. 99 Homes. Haven't watched that yet. 127 Hours is a really, really good movie. 300. I have not watched that yet. 2001, A Space Odyssey. I also haven't watched this yet, which is a shame because I really should get around to watching that. 2012, I also haven't watched this yet. I remember everybody was super freaked out because they thought that the world was going to end on December 21st, 2012. Okay. Just like the Y2K thing. A Bad Mom's Christmas, that's a good movie. Abduction, that's okay. A Beautiful Mind, I haven't checked that out yet. A Better Tomorrow, this is a really good movie, but I bought this thinking that it was the original. I had no idea that they remade A Better Tomorrow. I guess that should have tipped me off, a remake that's right on the money, but I just assumed that A Better Tomorrow, the original, was a remake of something. I was wrong. About Time, this is a good little romantic dramedy. I recommend that one. We got a triple feature set here of Above the Law, Under Siege, and Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. 3 classic Steven Seagal movies. Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter, that's pretty decent. Absolution, that's okay. A Charlie Brown Christmas, that's a classic. A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, that's another classic. Sometimes these Peanut sets, they come with another Peanut short. Christmas is just solo, but Thanksgiving comes with 2 more, The Mayflower Voyagers and Play It Again, Charlie Brown. A Christmas Story, a classic. I'm in Cleveland, and of course, like a little ways away is the Christmas Story house, so I haven't seen it in person, which is probably a shame, but whatever. Act of Valor, I haven't checked that one out yet. Acts of Violence, this was okay. I remember they shot this, I think in Cincinnati, which is 3 hours away from where I am. And I think Bruce Willis is a member of the Cleveland Police Department in the movie, if I remember correctly. I don't know. I've seen it twice. Once when it came out for review, and then another time because I did a Bruce Willis marathon, where I watched all of his movies, and I believe that's what they said. I don't know. Sidetracked. Ad Astra, really, really good space drama. Aeon Flux, I've not watched that yet. After Earth, I do want to get all of Will Smith's movies because I do want to do a Will Smith marathon pretty soon. This movie is not very good though. I don't like it. Let's take one of the charismatic actors that we have ever and just turn him into a boring, monotonous, bleak person for an hour and 40 minutes. That sounds like it'll do wonders. Age of Tomorrow, I have not watched that yet. A Good Day to Die Hard, definitely the weakest of the Die Hard movies, but it's still pretty decent. Air Force One, haven't checked that out yet. The original classic Aladdin, this is just a fantastic movie. This has, you can watch the original theatrical cut or the sing-along mode. I'll never understand sing-along mode because you can just turn on subtitles. And then Aladdin, Aladdin the remake, which is a fantastic movie. I thought everybody did a great job with that. A Late Quartet, I haven't checked that out yet. Alcatraz, the complete series, I have not watched any of that yet. A League of Their Own, the 25th anniversary edition. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. I highly recommend that one. And then this is a double feature set here of A League of Their Own and The Natural. The Natural's okay. I actually wasn't a big fan of that. Who knows? Maybe I need to rewatch it. Then we have Alice in Wonderland, the remake. This is okay. I remember I've seen this twice, And it's not a bad movie. Besides, any movie that has Avril Lavigne doing the theme song to it can't be too bad. And then the sequel is also pretty decent, Alice Through the Looking Glass. Alien vs. Predator. I have not watched that yet. This does come with both cuts of the movie, so that's good. And then Aliens vs. Predator Requiem, which I also haven't watched yet. Alita Battle Angel. This is a really, really good movie, and I hope they do a follow-up to it. I know in America the movie didn't do... It underperformed. I don't want to say it flopped. It kind of flopped, but it more underperformed than anything. I really hope they do a sequel to that, because that is a really good movie. All Eyes on Me. That's a pretty good biopic. Not as good as some of the other biopics out there, but it's good for what it is. All the Money in the World. It's really, really good. If I can get this back in here. Come on. There we go. Aloha. That's really underrated. A lot of people criticize the stupidest stuff in the simplest movies. I remember when Aloha came out, it was getting trashed, and I saw it, and I'm like, it's fine. What the hell is the problem? Ambushed. It's a Dolph movie I have not watched yet. Amelia, movie about Amelia Earhart that I also haven't checked out yet. And now we're going to get into the Americans. You'd be surprised how many movies, even when we get over into the DVDs eventually, start with the word American. It's ridiculous. We have American Assassin, which is a good movie. I do hope they do some follow-ups to that. Oh, come on. American Hustle. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. I love that one to death. American Made. Really, really good movie. American Pie, the 4-movie collection. This comes with American Pie, American Pie 2, American Wedding, and American Reunion. All 4 are really, really good movies. I do own the spin-offs, but they are on the DVD racks. They're not over here. American Psycho. I know a lot of people love this, but I haven't watched it yet. American Sniper. It's a great movie. And American Ultra, which is highly underrated. I like that one a lot. A Million Ways to Die in the West. It's a good movie. Amy. Fantastic documentary. I highly recommend that one. Double feature set of Analyze This and Analyze That. Haven't watched either of those yet. Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. Great, great movie. Has a lot of great extras. This also comes with Wake Up Ron Burgundy, the lost movie, if it can focus on it. That was like a bonus disc that came with the movie. It was like a Walmart exclusive back in the day. And while I'm happy they included it on here, it's pretty stupid. It was basically an alternate cut of the movie that they composed of unused takes from the original movie, and it's just not funny. And then we have Anchorman 2, The Legend Continues. I like this movie. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. Angel Has Fallen. That's a good one. I do own the other 2. We'll get to them later. Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie. I love AVGN, and I love this movie, so highly recommend that. Anna. It's a good action movie. And then we have Annie, the original, which I haven't watched yet. And then the remake to Annie, which I have seen, and I do think it's a pretty good movie. Ant-Man, it's a solid movie. And then the sequel that I consider better than Ant-Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp, really, really good. We have Antoine Fisher, have not watched that yet. Any Given Sunday, good movie. I do like it. This is one of those, I don't know if anybody else gets really anal about this as I do, but this comes with both cuts of the movie, but instead of putting both of them on one disc or separating them onto their own discs, they put the director's cut on Blu-ray and then they save the theatrical cut for the DVD. I don't quite get why studios did that, but hey, whatever. They're still doing it today with 4K releases, but I'm not a big 4K fan, so, which is why you don't see any of them in here. A Perfect Getaway. This is a good movie. That's one I gotta revisit. Apocalypse Now, I'll be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of this movie, but I didn't watch the original version. I watched the Redux version. A lot of people were saying that the original version was better, so I guess I have to rewatch it. Aquaman, really fun, goofy movie. A Quiet Place, this is a solid horror movie. I really don't understand why there's a sequel coming out in a couple weeks. This doesn't seem like a movie that needs a sequel, but hey, you know, where there's money. Armed Response, haven't watched that yet. Armored, this is a great heist flick. Highly recommend that. Army of Darkness, great movie. I do have the other movies. We'll get to them later. And then we have Arrow, the complete first season, the complete second season, and the complete third season. I know I need the other seasons, but we're going to start out small. Arthur Christmas, I have not seen this movie, and it's a shame because a lot of people love this movie, so I should really get around to watching it. Then we have Ash vs. the Evil Dead, the complete first season, the complete second season, and the complete third and final season. So that is the complete series of Ash vs. the Evil Dead. I have not watched the show yet. I kind of want to revisit the Evil Dead movies before going into Ash vs. Evil Dead. But I've heard nothing but great things, so it should be good. A Simple Favor, this is a fantastic movie. Highly recommend this. The book, too, I don't remember who the book was by. Maybe it'll tell me here. Darcy Bell. The novel by Darcy Bell is also fantastic, so either way, whether if you choose the book or the movie or both, you're getting a great time. Assassination, haven't watched that yet. Assassins, also have not watched that yet. And the remake to Assault on Precinct 13, which I have not watched yet. I'm a little out of focus here, there we go. A Star is Born, awesome movie, I love that one. And then the Encore edition, this just comes with the extended cut of the movie. The reason why I have both versions is because they did not carry over all the special features from this release onto the new release, so that's why I got them both. 1,000 Words, I remember that being okay. A triple feature of A Time to Kill, The Pelican Brief, and The Client, 3 movies that I have not seen yet. Atomic Blonde, this was great. I really hope they do a sequel to this, because this was a lot of fun. And just, I don't know, I really did enjoy it. The soundtrack to this, by the way, is awesome. If you don't have your hands on the soundtrack, definitely get your hands on it. Australia, that was okay. We have Avatar. This comes with 3 cuts of the movie. This comes with the theatrical cut, the special edition re-release cut, and the 3-hour extended cut. And then we have just the original standard, as a Blu-ray drops, theatrical cut to the movie. I'll be honest with you, as I bend down to pick that title up, I'm not the biggest fan of Avatar. I actually think it's not very good. The sequels have been teased for years and years and years. Supposedly the second one's coming out in 2021. Who knows? It was supposed to come out in 2014 and then 2016. And we're here, and it's March 2020, and it's still not here. So, in my opinion, it's not worth it. Then we have Avengers Age of Ultron. It's a good movie. Avengers Endgame. And Avengers Infinity War. Great movies. I do own the Avengers, although I will spoil it here. It's not under T for The Avengers. It's under M for Marvel's The Avengers, because that's what it's called. So, anyway, A Vigilante, that's a good movie. A Walk Among the Tombstones, that's also a good movie. A Wrinkle in Time, this is a decent movie. I know a lot of people really didn't like the movie. They said it did a poor job of adapting the source material. But really, I read the book. How are you supposed to capably adapt that into an effective movie? I think they did the best that they could. Baby Driver, it's a great movie. Babylon AD. I've seen parts of this movie and I don't really understand most of it, but who knows? Maybe I will. Back to School. I haven't watched that yet. We have the Bad Boys 20th Anniversary Collection. This obviously comes with Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2. Two fun movies. I do like those ones a lot. And the new one, Bad Boys for Life, was also really good. Highly recommend you guys go out and see that because it did very well. It's still playing nationwide after a couple months in release, so. We got Bad Milo. I haven't watched that yet. Bad Moms. That was a fun movie. Bad Santa. This is a really good movie. Highly recommend that. And Bad Santa 2, which was okay. Sorry, folks. The disadvantages of filming with one hand. Bad Teacher. It's okay. Not the best. Not the worst though, but not the best. Bad Times at the El Royale. This movie is fantastic. I highly recommend this one. Seen it twice, and I'm thinking about seeing it a few more times. I'm just going to pull these out, sit them on the top, and put them in as I go. How's that sound? Alrighty. We got Bad Words. That's a pretty fun, decent comedy. We have Ballers, the complete first season on Blu-ray, and the complete second season. They didn't release the other seasons to regular Blu-rays. They released them through like BDR programs because I guess those two seasons didn't sell well enough. It's a good show. I don't know if it's one that I would continue collecting, but it is, for what it is, it's a good show. Yeah. Bam Margera presents Where the Whatever is Santa. That's a decent movie. Good kind of alternative Christmas movie. Bangkok Dangerous. I haven't watched that yet. And finally, for part one, we have Basketball, which is an absolutely fantastic, funny movie. If you have not seen Basketball, you are missing out. It is such a fun movie. Highly, there we go. Recommend that one. So that's it for part one. We got through all the numbers, all the A's, and started on the beginning of B. Stay tuned for part two, where we're going to get through all the rest of the B's and all the C's and the very beginning of D's. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.